Your question, the member from Kitchener-Conestoga.
Thank you, Speaker. My question to the acting Premier. Apparently, our Premier missed the Integrity Commissioner's warning to all MPPs about participation in the federal election and partisan use of government resources. Yep. Being Premier is a full-time job, yet since the election, she's ignored the Commissioner, posing for more pictures with Justin than working on the priorities of Ontarians. While 800,000 elementary students are impacted by strike action, she's dancing with Justin. While they're suspending Peel breakfast programs, she's breaking bread with Bill Blair. While other premiers keep their distance, this premier blurs lines on partisan promotion. Speaker, it's one thing to have a horse in the race, it's another to spend our resources to push it over the finish line. Can the acting premier tell us why the part-time premier continues to flaunt the Commissioner's warning and use provincial tax dollars to get her favourite candidate elected?
Here, here. Deputy Premier.
She will never stop.
Let me say that that our Premier is the hardest working person I have ever had the opportunity of working with. The energy that she demonstrates, she works so hard every moment of every day, Speaker. She is a phenom. I don't know how she does it, Speaker. So yes, it's quite clear that Superwoman, I agree, she is a Superwoman. This election is a very important election for Ontario, and the current government has made it very clear that they are not interested in working with this province. It took the Premier over a year to get a meeting with the Prime Minister. One would think that the Prime Minister of Canada would be happy to talk to the Premier of Ontario anytime she wanted to do so. Speaker, the federal government has tried to...
Before we begin, I'd like to bring the temperature down a little bit and try to stay focused on government business. Thank you.
Chair, back to the acting Premier. The Premier's bad habits are rubbing off on her caucus colleagues. Her members now think they can parade around promoting their federal Liberal buddies at Ontario taxpayer funding announcements while staff campaign on the provincial taxpayers' dime. While the Premier is on Justin's stage, there's the Kitchener Centre MPP and the Minister.
Finish, please.
While the Premier is on Justin's stage, there's the Kitchener Centre MPP and the Minister of Agriculture handing out Ontario government checks in my riding as they pose for pictures shoulder to shoulder with a local federal Liberal candidate. Provincial government announcements utilizing provincial taxpayer resources to arrange and execute, and there's the federal candidate toasting with the MPPs and grant recipients.
Chief Government Whip,
I've asked the Integrity Commissioner to investigate the actions of the Kitchener Centre MPP and the Minister. While we wait, will they do the right thing, rein in partisan politicking, and get the government back to working for the people of Ontario?
Speaker, we believe it's our job to stand up for Ontarians, and that's exactly what we're doing. We need a new government, Speaker. We need a new partner. We need a new kind of leadership in Ottawa, Speaker. We need...
Finish, please.
We need a partner that will work with us to build more opportunity and more security.
Member from Kitchener-Waterloo.
We ran in the last election on our Ontario retirement pension plan, Speaker. The Prime Minister and the
Prince Edward Hastings, second time.
The federal finance minister, Speaker, have done everything they can to prevent us from building that kind of retirement security. We want to move forward on building a pension plan so that Ontarians can retire knowing that they have enough.